Hello everyone, very good morning. Okay, so it's me again, Jess. I think this is I think third visit that actually I came to MAIC. So yeah, how many of you actually attended my workshop before? Is there anyone saw my face before? If anyone that attended my workshop before, can you raise up your hand? No. Oh, you guys are new. This is the first time. Okay, cool. And I heard your lecturer say that you guys are going to graduate soon. Yeah, looking for internship in August. So I think that's why I feel that today's topic, building employability through community engagement program, is really interesting. And I think this topic is going to be quite important for you guys to be more well prepared before you step into the workplace. Okay, so I promise this workshop is not going to be too long. It's about, I'm going to wrap this up within 1 hour. But I hope that after this workshop, at least you learn something and you feel inspired. And that's the purpose why you guys are here. Yeah. Okay. Can we have the slide? What major are you guys doing? Business management. Human resource management. Hotel management. Okay. You guys are doing business. Most of you guys are business and HR. I actually mass communications last time. Yeah. Yeah, and then ended up I'm actually doing a recruitment. So it's actually more to HR and psychology. So actually mass communication is a very wide selection of careers. Okay, wise choice. But actually in today's world, right, it doesn't matter what course you're doing. Because as a recruiter myself, right, I have interviewed quite a lot of candidates. And trust me, most of the candidates, right, today, what they are working, right, is actually not related to what they studied before. 90%, right? So that's fine. Because for me, a career path is a self-discovery path. We will never know that what kind of path that we will actually be ended up to. So that's why it's okay. Try to discover your own strength, your own knowledge, and eventually you're going to find your right job. That's fine. Okay, here you go. All right, before I begin with today's workshop, let me have a very quick introduction about myself. So my name is Jess. So as you see, I'm actually the founder of two companies. One is Agency Pekerjaan JEV, which is a recruitment agency. And I think 2 years ago, I launched my hiring platform. I launched my own startup. It's called Job Majestic. You can see the t-shirt. So Job Majestic is a hiring platform. We also call it as a talent matching platform, where today we have more than 10,000 job opportunities there. So if you are looking for part-time jobs, internship, feel free to visit our website, jobmajestic.com, and you can actually find a suitable job from there. So along the way, since 2016, I started this recruitment agency, and more than 10 years experience in people business. Ever since I studying mass communication during that time, I already started working. So that's where I know a lot of people, I connect with a lot of people. I started my business at very young age, at 22. My first business was event management business. Then after a few years back, I think that I wanted to do something different, and I went straight into recruitment since 2016. So throughout these 10 years, I'm quite fortunate to say that I have placed more than 3,000 candidates into different industries like startups, FMCG, and also we place talents to out of Malaysia, Singapore. We place talents to Singapore, we place talents to Macau, we place talents to South Korea, and so on. So this is a little bit different among other recruitment agencies where they only do local placement, but we do a lot of cross-border search. And I'm also HRDF trainer, certified HR trainer, and content writer. All right. Okay, so what are we going to say? What are we going to cover for today's topic? First of all, we're going to understand what is the definition and what community programs, engagement programs are, types of community engagement programs, the importance of community engagement programs for employability, understanding employability skills. See, look, it doesn't matter what course are you doing today, but the employability skills is something that is very important for you to figure out. Because I think that every one of you guys, eventually we hope that ultimately we can be successful or climb to the ladder in a corporate or in a workplace, or probably you want to start your own business like me one day. But this is also very important to understand the employability skills, definition of employability skills and types of employability skills, and how important it can actually help your career success. So this is the expectation. So today's objectives after this workshop is, I hope that you guys can understand the concept of community engagement and how it's relevant to employability. Learn about the essential employability skills. What are the things that you hope you can develop and you can actually develop? Understand how community engagement programs can enhance employability skills and career prospects, okay? Okay, so what is that? What's community engagement program? Right, so we have a lucky draw today. Just kidding. Whoever actually can answer this question correct, and then we'll have a lucky draw from Job Majestic. Just kidding. Is there anyone knows that what community engagement program is? Anybody dare to raise up a hand? No, it's okay. I'll ask later on. A community engagement program is a collaborative initiative between community organizations, businesses, individuals that aims to address social, economic, blah, blah, physical community. Okay, that's actually the definitions of the community engagement program. But the most important thing is we have to identify what are the types. There are a few types. So these are the 5 types I think is crucial for you guys to know. Okay, so inclusive of non-profit organization, charity, internship, mentoring, tutoring program, community service project, entrepreneurship innovation projects. This is suitable for those students who actually want to become entrepreneur. So maybe you can actually consider about that. So why is it so important for you guys to know about this? Because this might be going to be a life-changing point in your life. Yeah, I remember when I first graduated, I actually joined different communities. I joined a lot of events through, when I was young, when I was still studying in college, I was graduating in KDU. So I joined a lot of events. Until today, I'm actually 36 this year, but most of my connections that actually helped me throughout my businesses and also career are the connections that I actually know during my college days. So this is super important. I wish somebody can actually have told me about this when I was young, but too bad. I do not have people to tell me about this. But this is what I realized. When I recall, when I review, oh wow, actually throughout my early days, there are a lot of valuable connections that I have made. So even though you guys are still studying or going to graduate soon, right? Take some initiatives to join different communities or whatever, connections like events, know more people. Because ultimately, you do not know who are these persons that are going to help you. Okay, so why is it important, right? Okay, this is why it is so important. So according to the survey and my own personal experiences also, actually 85% of jobs are filled through networking, okay? And also social skills such as empathy, communications, collaborations become increasingly important in the future job market. Professionals with diverse networks are more innovative, better problem solvers, and more likely to be promoted than those with homogeneous networks. There's one saying goes, hard skills get hired, but soft skills get you promoted. Especially these days when a lot of AI-powered technology coming out, like ChatGPT, all these things, right? You guys use ChatGPT or not? Siapa tak tahu ChatGPT punya sekarang? Everyone knows, right? You use it, right? How is it? Fantastic. No need to write essay already, right? Thesis, PowerPoint slides also okay. Exactly. So macam mana all jobs can replace by ChatGPT? That is why this is so important. Social skills. empathy, communication, this become increasingly important. So this kind of AI-powered technology, right, it actually can help us to enhance our work. But I don't wish this kind of AI thing will replace our work. So in order for us to prevent ourselves not to replace by all these change advanced technology, please, we have to, whether you like it or not, you have to enhance your social skills. So later on, we're going to discuss what are the social skills that are so important and what are the skill sets that are going to benefit you in workplace. All right. Understanding employability skills. This is what I'm going to say. So usually as a recruiter, when we actually filter a candidate, whether this candidate is a good fit or not, right? The first thing we will filter is, of course, is a technical skill, hard skills. Whether these candidates, can actually pass through the technical skills or not. But the most important thing as a recruiter to identify whether this is a good fit or not is these two things. This is called soft skill, but soft skills actually divided into two. So one is personal skills, one in intrapersonal skills. So look at this one. Technical skills is the easiest to replace one, especially with ChatGPT, this kind of AI-powered technology, right? Digital literacy, and then like graphic design, and also we have this content writing. Those days, content writers is a very popular job. A lot of people, comes to me and tell me, say that, Jess, can I have a part-time jobs for doing this content creations thing? Yeah, it's a very popular thing because everyone's want brand awareness these days. But however, once ChatGPT come out already, obviously this is a big threat for this industry. Yeah, so for me, it's technical skills is always quite easily to replace. But these two things are very hard. But also, these two things I'm still learning until today. So I hope you guys take some initiatives to learn. How to learn these two things? Sounds very easy, but it's not easy because I'm still learning. It's through experiences, it's through practice, and then that's why it's through community engagement programs that what we are discussing, like internship, take part in like mentor programs, right? Events, because when you take part in events, you learn how to talk to people. When you need to look for sponsors, you need to talk to the sponsors. You need to understand how actually we can actually get the sponsors and event coordination, and then how to actually design the rundown. This is the organization skills. Lead the team, form a team. This is something technology is a bit very hard to replace. Because regardless how advanced the technology, still technology is going to be used by people, right? So we are the people, we use the technology. But this is something, the skill sets that we have to learn to use AI technology to enhance our work, but not to replace our work. Okay, still, a lot of people do not understand and find it very hard to differentiate what hard skills and what soft skills. That's why I have these two things coming out, hard skills and soft skills. Even to this, for my recruiters in my companies, right? Sometimes they feel it very hard to, especially for those who new joiners for my companies, they feel it very hard to filter the candidates. So this is always, I tell them, this is the hard skills and this is the soft skills, right? So you have to, believe it or not, most of my clients, they will say that, Jess, I want someone that is adaptive, good, flexible. So this is all soft skills. Whenever they mention the hard skills they want already, right? Very soon they will tell me what are the soft skills they want actually. So for today's topic, again, I gotta emphasize the importance of this. Okay. This one is these three things is actually, I found this is the top three. The top three employability skills for graduating students. Regardless all the technical and hard skills, regardless the majors that you are taking, like HR, hospitality, graphic design, mass comm, right? So these are the top three that we got to learn. Leadership, teamwork, communication skills, and problem-solving and critical thinking skills. Let me think of that. I'm not sure you guys are okay. If you guys are still studying, right, try your best or take more initiatives to be leader sometimes. Try to lead your team, especially when you do assignment. Yeah, do the leader, be the leader. Sometimes I know it's going to be very frustrated, especially when you feel that I'm the one who do everything you see. Then this guy I never do things one. How come we share the same marks? Do you have this kind of feeling before when you do group assignment? Yes, right? And then you feel imbalanced. How come I'm the one who do everything? So I feel this most of the times when I was studying. But trust me, in college, you still can have the choice to choose who are the one who are going to do the group assignment with you. I don't want this fella. I know this fella is going to be very lazy one. I know that if I group with him, I'm going to do most of the things by myself. Okay, I'm not going to choose him. But do you think you have this kind of choice when you come to workplace? No, unfortunately, no. Because whenever a company wants to have a new plan and then your boss tell you, hey, Helen, I think you got to have this assignment done. I have this project done. And then you're going to group with this team A, team B. How can you actually say no? It's very, very difficult. So actually, I feel that in college and university time is a very good place. It's an excellent place for us to polish our leadership skills already, even before we enter into workplace, right? In college, again, you have the choice to say that I don't want to do my assignment with this fellow. But in the workplace, no. So you got to learn. You got to learn how to work with this kind of people, even though I hate him. I know, but I cannot say no. If I say no, then it's very hard for me to get promoted. I cannot win my boss' heart. It's so hard. So to understand human nature is the first thing for these leaderships and leadership and how you can actually gel well with people. You know, always I have encountered a lot of people, even my friends, they have been working very long time in their workplace. They are stressed, they're depressed, they're anxious, and they come and tell me, say that I don't like to work with these people. It made me super stressed. I don't know how to deal with it. So I say, if you resign, you go to another company, don't you think that the same problems might happen again? Right? Every workplace also, we have to learn how to collaborate with people. Collaborate with people. That's why the skill of collaboration is very important. Learn how to communicate. Everything, trust me, is about communication. Even sometimes I might make my client unhappy. You know, sometimes my clients say that, hey, look, your team seems like cannot fulfill what can you please give me discount and things like that. We face this most of the times, and you're going to face this when you actually graduated. So how? Communications. I cannot tell my client, okay, Law, I don't want to do your business, so never mind, I'll choose another client. I can't. So that's why we have to find what are the things that the client really want, right? And then put ourselves into their shoes, and then try the best to deliver whatever we can. Relationship matters. Communication matters. Okay, recently just happened a case that there's a conflict between clients and my team. And I told my team, I say that for this kind of conflict, right, can you please try to schedule an appointment and try to have a face-to-face talk with the client instead of texting. I think nowadays, most of the people, they love texting. Everything also text one, cannot call one, I cannot call one. I also don't know why. But for certain matters, for certain issues, you got to have human engagement to get the problem solved. Even though I know face-to-face meetings, it might be very time-consuming. Okay, you got to dress up well, and then you got to spend some time to talk. But the impact is there, so it matters. So you have to know what are the things that using text is good, is important. When is the time that you got to spend some time to talk, to have some human touch, and that is really important. I hope you guys to remember this one, because this is something that I feel a lot of people that do not practice. Okay, because people nature will actually naturally choose something that is easier to do, that is convenient for them to do. Hey, face-to-face talking are very tired very lazy I think text can搞掂one. If you take that in this kind of attitude, then you got to bear the consequence. Probably you're going to screw up the things, and probably that you cannot get what you want to achieve. Okay, again, for certain conflicts, for certain things, face-to-face, because I really face too many people already using text. Even to break out, my God, in a relationship, I want to break up with you. Text. those days, tak ada macam ni punya. We still need to have a proper closure. We still need to talk. So this is about the communication lah. Okay? Right. How can community engagement programs enhance employability skills? Yeah. This is how you can actually develop your employability skills lah. Okay, through internship opportunities, part-time or extracurricular activities. Yeah. So I believe your university is actually quite good, MAIC. I noticed there are a lot of bazaars, a lot of events going on. So try to have fun. At the same time, networking with people and know more people. Okay, so this is something that you would never expect. Probably is going to beneficial your career one day. Actually, I found MAIC is pretty amazing. When the day one I came, so I came, I'd never been MAIC those days, so I came, and I found that this campus is interesting. I went to a lot of campus before, even though big established campuses I actually visited before, but trust me, your campus is actually very, very nice campus. You have this kind of hall, and then you have the Daun, you have a lot of bazaars there. So I saw a lot of students actually working part-time also in Kedai. There. So this is something that you can actually learn and sharpen your skills, before you venture into the workplace, before you get a full-time job. Yeah, I think last time I have a very good intern. I think this intern is someone that I feel is impressive, and I still remember who he is today, even though he left my company for a few years. I remember that time he actually volunteered to be intern in my company, which I didn't know that. I thought this is something that they have to do from their universities, but actually that one is he volunteered to be the intern in my company. He's using his semester STEM break to join my company as intern. So I asked him, how come you just joined as volunteering intern, even though we paid him, of course. But he said that actually studying business admin, but I feel people management and human resource recruitment is something very interesting. I feel that every business, right, it has to be related to people. That's what one saying goes, you don't build business, you build people, but people build business. So he said, that's why I want to learn. I want to know how recruitment works. So I just joined you guys. And today, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's working in one of the top established telco companies in Malaysia, and he's doing pretty well. Yeah, and we still keep in touch. We still keep in touch until today. So try to think, don't do this if you don't feel this like an obligation. You don't feel like you're working, it's like obligations. No. Try to have fun. Okay, try to take this something like it's a learning path. Life eventually is a learning journey. It's a self-discovery journey. So try to take this. Yeah, even for today's, I'm running my business. Do you think that I have no stress? Of course I do, okay? I'm very stressful also to run my business, but at the same time, I feel excited. Because for me, at the end of the day, I think life is a journey. It's a self-learning journey. It's about exposure. Because when you get old, what do you have? Instead of money, you have memories. Yeah. So that's why I try to create as much as good memories, learning experiences as possible. So these are the things that is going to be very valuable and precious, when you get old. So these are the steps, how you actually can build your employability skills through experience. First, identify your career interest. Join professional organization, get relevant work experience, as just said, and highlight your experience in your resume. Number one, first one is the thing that I want to highlight for today also. Identify your career interests. Because all this while I have been involving myself in quite a lot of workshops in universities, and I feel that this is a very common for fresh grads today. Even though they are studying like mass comm, even though they are studying like HR, but they still do not know what I want. I also don't know what I want eventually in the workplace. So this is something very important, and it ends up a lot of fresh grads, they're simply tembak, and then they simply through their resumes and, I just get a job and then that's it. That doesn't help, And then it will ultimately lead to become even more lost. And these people, and eventually will have even more self-doubts. They don't know what are the things they're good at, They every day wake up to the job and feel like, I work for this job is just to pay my bills and I don't have sense of purpose. And I see too many, trust me. This is something that's why I want to become a career coach. That's why today I'm a career coach, because I see too many people are anxious about their work and they feel lost about their career. Even though they have been working many years, 5 years, 10 years, when they're 30s, they still come and tell me, say that, Jess, I don't know what are the things I am good at. I want to switch a career path. I don't know what kind of career path I can actually choose. Seems like I like property, and later on I like graphic design, and then later on I am lost. Yeah. So how can you actually help you to identify this, to prevent this kind of loss and depression, these things, right? Then you have to start as early as possible, when you guys are still young. How to actually, to actually identify your self-interest. Explore yourself as much as possible. That's why join as much community programs as possible. Then you will understand what are these career paths looks at. Never know until you try one. Me myself, I actually work in events and then I run my business. I went to China and then I do a lot of things. Eventually, I know that, people business is something I'm good at. And then I started out my recruitment firm. So this is something that I identified. So when you join different networking sessions, right, you get a chance to talk to different professionals from different industries. Then you have the idea how this industry looks like. Like for example, you talk to me, you can ask me, hey, Ms.Jess, how recruitment works actually? And how much money, how much salary can a recruiter earn? This is something you want to know, right? Then I said, actually a recruiter can earn more than 10,000 if they are good in executive search, if they are then you know about the career path. If I work hard in a recruitment agency, I can actually get this kind of salaries. That is a career plan already. And then you ask, recruitment agency is doing what one? What recruiters do? Then I explain to you what recruiters do. So these kind of things that you talk to people, then only you know, right? Of course, ChatGPT also can know, but this is not something different. So you join different community programs, you go for different events, you know different professionals from different industries, you can talk to them. Oh, you're from property. Oh, can I know more about how property works? How is this? Oh, you work in communication and graphic design, you work in this and that. Then eventually you will get the ideas how the industry looks like, and slowly, and then you will have a very firm mindset, like what are the things that you're good at and what is your real interest, and you can be very firm that which industry that you want to pursue. Okay, so yeah, this is what I want to say just now. Improve your chances finding a job by connecting with other professionals in your field. Attend events, connect with alumni, and gather business contacts to build a strong network for your career. I started to do this when I was in 22. Okay, and then this is also important thing for you guys to learn and do. Create a professional online presence portfolio. You can use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very good thing. How many of you have LinkedIn? Raise up your hand. Who have LinkedIn? Oh, great, fantastic, thanks. Because I found there's quite a lot of students. I went to another campus. Many students of them, they do not have LinkedIn. They don't know how to use it. But this is very powerful though. Tries to use LinkedIn to showcase about your personality, yeah, and also your profiles, your projects that you involve, yeah. And then this is the LinkedIn, and then this is the online presence portfolio. Okay, so this is something that might be useful for you guys. If you have any things about your career planning, if you have any things want to talk to recruiter, scan that. Or you want to find jobs, part-time jobs, internship for full-time, okay, maybe this one. The turnaround time for a fresh press to get a full-time job usually is 3 months. Usually, because you need to spend some time to survey and then send your resume, waiting for interview, go for interview, waiting for news again, then finally you on board. The turnaround time usually is 3 months. So now it's almost April, and you got to start preparing yourself already for the workplace. Yeah. Of course, we do have our LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can search Job Majestic. So search Job Majestic. Probably you can search my profile as well. Yeah. Okay, last but not least, employers are looking for candidates who not only have the technical skills, but also possesses soft skills. Employability skills are valued by employers, and it helps graduates stand out among other candidates and encourage graduates to seek out opportunities to develop their skills. So that's all about our workshop today. Before I end this, Mass Comm students, you guys are very active one. Any questions or not? Employability skills, looking for job thing. Any questions that in your mind? Any questions? It doesn't need to really be related to today's topic since I'm here. Yeah. So if you have questions like looking for job questions, interview questions, or something that in your mind for a long time that you want to ask, yeah. Thank you. That's the mic.
Hi.
Hello.
I would like to ask, how do you prepare before going to an interview?
Wow, very good questions. How to be well prepared for an interview session? Do your homework. Do your homework first. You have to do study about the company background. So how to do company survey also one thing. Okay, let's say now you want to work in Samsung, okay, a position in Samsung. So okay, now you got the interview chance already, yes, shortlisted. Then next tomorrow you're going to for this Samsung interview. So you have to do some study, you have to do some study about Samsung. How do you know how to do the survey or do the study about this company? Do you guys know that? How can I actually understand more about this company? Sorry? You say something. Website. Google. Okay. Google. Then Google, you get what? The website lah. And then you click the website. You can actually do study about the company through not only their website, because sometimes website they might not update their informations time to time through their website, right? So social media of the company, because social media definitely they will have latest update through their LinkedIn, through Samsung LinkedIn, probably through their social media, their Instagram, their Facebook, then you know their latest news. So when you go to the interview, after you do the self-introduction, blah, 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 already, right? Usually the interviewer will ask you back some questions. And then usually when it's going to end the interview session already, they will ask you one question. Okay, I think it's about this. Do you have any further question? Usually when all this comes up, a lot of candidates say, oh, thank you so much. I think I have no questions. If you encounter this chance, if the interviewer asks you, hey, do you have any further question? This is the excellent time for you to showcase about yourself. Then you ask them questions. Ask them questions that's related to the work. You don't ask her questions like, how are you doing today? Don't ask this kind of question. Ask the questions like, oh, if I have a chance to join your company, may I know that what kind of projects that I'm going to involve with? Recently, I think I read a news about Samsung, and then I know that recently they have this project ABC, and it looks very interesting. Yeah, may I know that how big is the team size right now? Yeah, or if let's say I have a chance to work in this company, right? Is there any specific role that you want to assign for me? So these kind of questions, it shows that you are interested in joining the company. If you're interested in something, definitely you will have questions in your mind. If you're not interested, of course, you say, oh no, I don't have questions. So this is something that is a trick, it's a good point for you to do well during your interview. So again, get back to your question, how to become well prepared, right? Do your homework, study about the company background, and then try to look back the job scopes they hired, right? And find the keywords from the job scopes. Let's say you are applying for the business development executive in Samsung. So I believe that there are still some keywords in the job scopes. And then try to remember the keywords and try to connect or relate the keywords to your experiences. So during your self-introduction, you can actually bring out this in the self-introduction. Doing a self-introduction, not just saying about, hello, my name is Jess, I graduated from MAIC, I'm a Mass Comm student, full stop. So do you think that I want to hire you based on that? No. So elaborate, why are you interested in this position? How this position relate to your working experiences? How you can actually help the company, how you can become an asset of value to the company. Practice your self-introduction. Okay, so do homework about the company, find the keywords in the job scopes, try to relate the job scopes to your current experiences, practice your self-introduction, and practice about the potential questions that might be asked during interview, because during an interview face-to-face, ChatGPT cannot help you. You have to practice. People will know lah. People like me will know that you are trying to memorize your answers. I know that. This is not from your heart. I know that. So practice makes perfect. Trust me. Again, there's still a lot of candidates these days, fresh grads or exit levels, they didn't do their homework. Yeah, and this is something make us very frustrated one as a recruiter, because when we ask them, hey, how well do you know about our company? And then he's like, hey, obviously you know this person, he did not do the homework already. And we will feel that you are not just wasting your time, but our time as well. So this is the thing. Just to share you guys a statistic. As a recruiter ourselves, right, we post one job in a job site. Let's say we post a position, a general position, let's say business development, marketing, recruiter, HR, these kind of general positions. When we post one position in a job site, do you know how many applicants that we will receive? Try and guess. When I post a job position in Facebook Live or a job site, okay, like a marketing executive, do you know how many applicants we will receive, we generally will receive? You try and guess. 300. 300. What about you? You guess how many applicants you think we will receive? 60. Okay. Around 200 something resumes that almost there we're going to receive. Depends. 60 is very technical positions, probably it's not that 200. Like technical IT, or maybe some very technical, some very scarce talents, we say that probably it's not up to 200. So it means that if you're trying to apply these kind of positions, you are going to compete with 200 people. Not only getting interview chance now, it's sending resume only. If your resume is not stand out right, then how are you going to get your interview chance? Yeah. So this is something to share with you guys. Any more questions? I think we still have some time. Yes. Is there any mic? Yeah.
As a mass comm student, you are a mass comm student, right?
Yes.
So what did you learn while building your own business, this Job Majestic, or what are the challenges you faced while being a mass comm student? Because mass comm is a big field, right?
Yeah.
And it has like so much of marketing and advertising, so much, and you are doing a business.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you learned while doing a business?
Oh my goodness, this is a very big question. This is something like interview questions that I always answer for the press and for some of the magazines. I think your question is how I actually relate mass communication to business. I think you want to try to ask this, right? Actually, before I chosen mass communication, I was taking foundation in art. Very big contrast. Nobody believed me. So because when I after graduated from SPM, and then I'm very confused already. I don't know what are the subjects that I'm going to choose. I don't know. Then I feel like, I think I like art. I think I like fashion. I think a foundation in art. It's okay. Then I'll just, I just took up the foundation in art. And after two semesters, and then I noticed, oh shit, I don't think this is something that I want. So I switched, and then I switched to mass comm. And then I still remember when the day one I entered in the classroom in mass communication, the feeling hit me. I said, oh yeah, I think this is the feeling. I think, yeah, I made my right choice. I love mass communication. Because during the time I was struggling which subject to choose, and I ended up choosing mass comm is because I studied the career path. After graduated from mass comm, what are the career choices that I could have? And I feel that communication is something that can apply in all of the industries, no matter what industries. IT girl, FMCG, startups, MNC or whatever, I think everybody need communication. So that's why I chosen mass communication. So if you ask me how I relate mass communication into today's my business Job Majestic, I would say again communication. You see, even today's I am at this age already, right? I still learn how to communicate with people. Look at my job. I have to communicate with my team. I have to communicate with my investors. I have to communicate with my clients. And I need to settle conflicts. My team will gather sometimes, right? This one not happy, this one not happy, and this and this. Then I have to step in. Then I have to step in, I have to understand the whole cycle, what's wrong, what's right, tell them, right? What kind of tone that I have to use? I have to scold them, or I have to tell them, I have to be counselor. All these are learning skills to learn. And what about talking to clients? Or about talking to unpleasant clients that always ask for discount and all this. So these are the things that if today you want to build your business, or even though you don't want to build your business, you want to climb to the corporate ladder, communication skill. Communication skill, please trust me, this is something I learned from MassCom, and how I actually relate to my business and work is communication. I have a lot of good friends. They are C-levels in a very big corporates. It's not about the hard skills they have to make them climb to the C-levels. It's actually the communication skills and collaboration skills they have to make them climb to the ladder. They know how to collaborate with people. They know how to use different resources. That is why they create bigger impact and they climb to the ladder. And of course, communication. They know how to talk to people. So again, sometimes I feel a lot of people are, just another sharing. I have some, recently I encountered some friends, they are very sad. They came to me and said, Jess, I work very hard. I worked really very hard in this company for almost 10 years, okay? I always OT, but still I'm getting the salary almost the same. I don't get this kind of salaries that I think I deserve. And I look at my other colleague, he didn't do anything also, and then he get promoted. I'm very frustrated, I'm very sad, I'm very upset, I feel helpless. Then I told him, I said, look, sometimes instead of blaming people, you have to do certain self-reflection. Do you think that communication skills is something that you don't want to learn? I think you lack of this. By just working hard in the company, right, doesn't really get you somewhere. You need to talk to your superior. You need to learn how to talk to your boss. Otherwise, the boss know that what you're doing, of course. I do not know, right? So a lot of people, when they go to office, diam saja lah, work, 6:30, okay, close my laptop and balik, like that, lor. Do you think that you got a chance? So some people, they will take initiative to know about the boss, to know about the superior, and take the chance to, talk to them, get to know well and gel well. These all things are communication. So baby, let's learn about how to communicate well, networking well, gel well with people. This is going to be very beneficial to your career. Yeah. What else? What question?
Hello.
Hi, morning.
I just wanted to ask, what are some do's and don'ts for being an interviewee to avoid botching up your chance? So what would be some red flags an interviewer would see in an interviewee?
Number one is appearance. Okay, because everything starts with the first impression first. Okay, so impression, appearance. So no, don't wear super casual and slipper. Do not wear like that. Okay, so smart casual or formal. So this is do. Because I used to have one candidate last time, he went to interview in an MNC also, like customer service. He wear t-shirt, jeans, and slipper. And then the HR called me, Jess, how come your candidate wear like that one? And then I called the candidate, hey, how come you wear like that one? And then the candidate said, Jess, I think I wear like that, I look casual, I look friendly, so I wear like that. So sometimes I know that they don't have the intention, but this is something, is a don't, because first impression counts, yeah. And for ladies, if you wear skirt, try to wear the over the knee one. Yeah, so this is a proper attire that we should know how to wear. Second, the don't. The don't one is don't go to an interview without any preparation. That's why I mentioned just now, do the homework, because this is obviously a don't. Because whether or not you do your homework, right, the interviewer knows one, the recruiter will knows one, and you yourself will feel very kancham and feel very nervous if you do not do your homework well. So if you want to overcome the anxiety, if you do your homework well, you practice a lot, you look different. When the feelings that you step into the interviewer room also, even though you are a bit nervous also, you still have the confidence one. And we knows that, okay? And then the don't, very important things number don't, during the interview sessions, right? Don't ask questions like how much salaries I will be getting for the job. Or don't ask questions, try not asking questions like related to employee benefits one. A lot of people ask me, just should I actually raise up my concerns and can I ask like the salary range or employee benefits things during the interview sessions? I would say better not to. You can ask when you are selected. Yeah, you can ask that if you know that you are selected, then you can ask it politely. Or can I know, is there any employee benefits, like car park allowance, is there any things that I'm actually entitled? You can actually ask that. But during the interview sessions, right, focus on your skill sets, focus on the company background, focus on the career opportunities instead of the monetary thing. So I think this is the few keys you should be aware. Don't raise questions like this. Wear a good attire, professional attire, bring out a professional image, and smile. Smile. Okay, you don't look like that, face like that. And then the interviewer also, sometimes the vibes is actually it's very contagious. If you actually smile a lot, right, people feel your energy. People will, naturally relax you more. Of course, I know during an interview sessions, usually it's quite nervous lah. Yeah, but try your best to be friendly. Okay, smile, and your energy is very contagious. It can actually make the interviewer likes you. Yeah, it's very important to make people like you, isn't it? Yeah, so this is something that, you can take note. Is there any further questions? Did I answer your question? Okay, cool. Come.
Hello.
Hi, morning.
Bagaimana extracurricular berimpact pada pelajar sewaktu interview dan pekerjaan?
Sorry, come again.
Bagaimana extracurricular memberi impact pada pelajar sewaktu interview dan pekerjaan?
Okay, bagaimana curriculum activities akan benefit to itu employability dan pekerjaan kan? So I think I answered that because by joining core curriculum activities, you get a chance, okay? You get a chance to actually network with people. You ada banyak kawan lah kalau you join itu core curriculums. So you learn about people. You learn about how to collaborate with your team, right? So this is a learning opportunity. Like I just said, you cannot just, I tak puas with this kawan and then I don't want to do together with him. You cannot lah. So this is already the chance for you to learn already, even before you go to workplace. You got to communicate with your friend. Hey, hello, come on, don't be like that lah. Let's go lah. Let's do better lah. Okay, can ah. So this kind of things also you have to learn. Yeah, it's by your teamwork, by co-curriculum activities, networking, and it sharpen your communication skill. Okay, so by joining co-curriculum activities, you tahu itu komunikasi lah. Dan English pun boleh. Your English proficiency maybe also will increase. Right? Last time my English sucks one. Last time, I can't because I graduated from Chinese Independent School. My family cannot speak one single word in English. I do not know how to speak English very well. So I joined co-curriculum activities. I joined English club. So I have to force myself to speak English saja. I have no chance to speak other languages. So I joined English club, so no choice. So I really wanted to speak English. Then I died and speak English, and from there, and then I slowly learn. At first I shy like that lah. I don't know whether they will judge me or not lah. My accent like that, and my grammatical errors. Oh my god! But then after that, I found people generally are very friendly one. Yeah, people naturally are very friendly. They wouldn't laugh at me. They're okay. They will teach me. They will correct me. They will correct me my accent. So from there, I learned slowly. And then my English skills. So there are a lot of benefits for joining core curriculum activities. It helps you to build your leadership. communication skills. It helps you to learn how to work together with people, and you get you the chance to know people. A lot of benefits. Maybe I cannot mention it all today, but slowly you will discover more and more. All right, guys, we have last questions. Let's go for last question.
Okay, this is actually about you. Since you said you started your own business back in 2016, right?
Yes.
So what are the obstacles that you faced and how did you overcome it?
Oh my goodness. It's recall my memories. I started my recruitment agency in 2016. Before that, I spent 2 years' time in China. I was helping my brother-in-law to do Malaysia food imported business. So we sell white coffee, frozen durians in China. I lost my money. So these 2 years' times, I think I lost all my savings. Okay, so I have no choice. I decided to back to Malaysia and I start over again. And in 2015, I joined a recruitment agency. That's how I learned about recruitment, everything. So I started to build my saving. So by chance, I resigned already. So by chance, somehow by chance, I got a chance to start up my recruitment firm. So during the time, with zero capital, that is the obstacle. So with zero capital, then how to actually start business? Usually, I will advise and share to people. If you do not have capital at all, don't start your business. Don't. Because when you have no capital, you have no strong support of funding, right? When you start a business, you'll be very stressed. And then you cannot focus your work with peace of mind. Because you keep on thinking, how can I actually generate money? These kind of things cannot help you to focus on your thing. But I started the business even though without capital is because I already have ready clienteles. So during that times, I have already secured few hiring orders, and some of the clients say that they will give me the orders, so I know I can start the business. But I only need to manage the cash flow, because from you get the business and until you collect the money, there is time, 2-3 months time. So I have to think of how to make use of these 2-3 month times to survive before I get the money from my client. So I learned how to talk to investor. Yeah. So that's the first time I got my first investor for my company. Yeah. So the obstacle is how are you going to overcome when your cash flow is not stable, and how to talk to investor, how to manage investors. And the obstacles I remember, actually before I started this recruitment agency, right, I have one business as well. It's an F&B business. I remember I was 25 and I was too young. And the investor invested on me. And honestly, I did not know how to manage the investor expectation well. Okay, imagine I opened the maybe bubble tea lah, okay, the bubble tea, macam like chat time like the bubble tea, okay. So I open already, and then the investor every day call you and hey, the business macam mana? Make money already, yeah. Every day. Do you think it's so stressful or not? Of course, because every day they will ask. So that's the things that you get investors, because I did not know how to manage investor well. So this is the obstacle. So until today, of course, I have encountered numerous of investors. I know how to bring out the message clearly. I know how to handle the expectations. I know how to do the reports. Don't ask me every day. I'm going to tell you what I have done quarterly or something like that. So this is something that I learned quite a lot when I run my business. And of course, the obstacle is also how to handle collection. What if the client didn't pay? I remember one client owed me quite a large amount of money before Chinese New Year. Then I said, how Chinese New Year? Hey, need money, boss. How come you didn't pay? I need to pay my bonus to my staff, okay? Please, come on. So this is something that the obstacle, and this is something that I have to face when you run your business, because not every clients are good. So then I chase and I follow up with him, tell him, I went to his office, meet up his big boss, tell me everything, show him that this is not good, Okay, finally pay. With certain discount. Yeah. So this is something that we learn. Communication again. If I didn't communicate with the client well, do you think that he will pay me? No. Then how am I going to pay my staff? Right? So again, all these are communication things. If you want to know more of my stories about obstacles, difficulties, You may follow my IG. You may follow because sometimes I will write a lot of things about my stories. Okay. All right. I think that's the time, 1 hour plus, and I hope you guys enjoy the sessions today. Try to log into Job Majestic and register yourself as our job seeker. Stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms.Jess, for the great sharing for today. I hope all my students get something from this sharing.